Last time we got to New Carcinia after defeating the Duchess. We are looking for where our shell was dropped off, whether it was sold somewhere or given to a museum. Given that the guy next to the museum has a yellow talk icon, I would say probably that's the most likely. But, yeah, we need, let me, start this. Okay. Yeah, we need to, continue to explore. Oh boy. I used to have it all. I used to be somebody. Then one bad deal and pow! Down here with this sorry lot. Do I look like a bottom feeder to you? Of course not. I'll make it back up there one day, no matter how many other crabs I gotta step on. Ooh, I love your shell, little cutie. Thanks, it's new. It doesn't really feel like me, though. Well, you wear it well in the meantime, sweetie. I'm sure you'll find the right shell for you eventually. I'll let you in on a little secret. If you ever find a shell you're real fond of, you can pay Shellfish Desires to insure it for you. That way, if it ever gets lost or damaged, they'll replace it for you, no questions asked. Whoa, that's actually pretty useful. Thanks, ma'am. Ahoy there, traveler. Pull up a cork and stay a while. Whoa, I ain't seen you before, mister. You came to the right place. Mom's bar is super cool and popular. Hey, you a customer? You ought to talk to my mom. She's the one in charge. These little guys make my trips out to open ocean a little less lonely and a little more safe. What more could a crab ask for, you know? Hey there, young'un. Welcome to Bottom Feeders, finest little watering hole this side of the slurry. Hi, my name's Krill. I'm new to town, I guess. Thought I recognized a fresh face. Pleased as a plastic to meet you, Krill. Name's Nema. If you got the money, why not stop on in for a bite? My kiddos and I would love to have you. We also offer a stowaway hiring service, if you're interested in such a thing. I mean, we know what a stowaway is, but... You mentioned something about stowaways? What are those? Oh, I'm sure you've seen them around. That's our nickname for any sort of little fella that sticks itself to your shell, little fella. Oh, like a barnacle? Exactly. And for the right price, there's all sorts of them that might tag along. People pay for that? They sure do, hun. Lots of our visitors here are travelers, just stopping by who could use a little company on the road. You ought to consider it if you've got a journey ahead of you. The open ocean can get mighty lonely, hun. I'll think about it. Thanks, ma'am. Call me Nema, hun. I'm not a crabby old lady just yet. A razor blade as a stowaway. A terrifyingly sharp piece of metal. Minus 33 attack, but increased attack speed. Lug nut. A nigh indestructible metal ring often used to restrain the bodies of prisoners. Plus 33% attack, but reduced attack speed. Packing peanut. A chunk of buoyant alien substance. Take no damage from falling into the abyss. Okay. That would be very useful, actually. Very useful. I'm gonna write that one down. can pin it in a Carcinia to avoid fall damage. Okay. Use bandage. Nasty, plus 15% healing effectiveness. 4 res required. Lamprey. An eel-like blood-sucking fish with many circular rows of teeth. Plus 3% health drain. 28 attack required. Fruit sticker. A piece of adhesive plastic often found attached to edible fruits. Increases microplastic rewards. Yeah, that might be worth it. Welk plus. A tiny little snail with a surprising affinity for umami. Plus 30% shell spell damage. 7 res required. Sinker. A heavy weight capable of dragging trash and creatures alike down to the depths. Attack deals plus 20% balance damage. 21 attack required. 5 another crabs. And a sand dollar. Increased stowaway capacity. I'm gonna write that down too. Also can increase stowaway capacity. Shell. Hey, if it's not too much of a bother, I'm looking for a shark that took my shell. Any chance he stopped by here? Fairly sure I'd remember a fellow like that swimming into my establishment. Sorry, kiddo. That's okay. No worries. I need somebody to buy my stuff. Boy there, Scrap. So fine place metal in your claws there. Lots to promise. Care to make it shine with me, Scrap? Make it shine? You mean my fork? This is just some piece of junk I found in my neighborhood. Aye, and what a piece of junk it is, Scrap. Bring this old smith some relics he can break down, and he'll show you what that junk of yours can truly do. Sounds useful. Trade 1 stainless relics to improve your fork. Krilla's fork upgraded to level 2. Plus 5 attack. Not enough stainless relics, okay. Have you seen my shell? I almost don't want to ask, but did a big jerk shark come here trying to sell a shell for scrap? It would have probably seemed crazy to you because the shell was super gorgeous and cool. Aye, he came by. Turned that shell to scrap as soon as I could. What? Are you serious? Sure as seafoam I am. Hey, wait, you said a shark? Scrap that, my mistake. No sharks came by, nay. What did you think I said? You almost gave me a heart attack. No need to shout, Scrap. Me ears work just fine. Okay. Blacksmith. Good. The doctor said I can go back to work if I'm not coughing up blood. For the last time, Isla. Give him the snips, it's not a full plan. But Mom, they're making a move on Porgy, and the snips always works. Back me up on this, Edie. Sorry, Isla, but your mama has a point. The crabs Porgy is in deep with aren't the kind you can just snip away. What's the deal? Whoa, 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 steady on. Now one step further, mate. You're gonna want to keep your distance. How come? How come? Your eyes full of a sediment, mate? Can't you see what I am? I'm the type of guy who hurts everyone I touches, mate. Oh, that can't possibly be true. I bet you just haven't found the right person to show your affection to yet. I could give you a hug. Maybe that would help you open up. Bloody shell, mate. You're an odd one. Take my advice and leave me be, savvy? What'd I bloody tell you, mate? Everyone's got the same story. Old Eric can't be that pointy. They've got such a sense of humor. And then what happens? You get poked, just like the rest of them. Can't say I didn't warn you, mate. I won't give up. What? I won't give up! I'm gonna hug you, no matter what it takes. Look, mate, I really appreciate the effort, but I wasn't being metaphorical. You see the spikes, right? The physical spikes, mate. The spikes will spike you. I've been through worse. It's your funeral, mate. Alright, great joking around, mate, but seriously, stop it. This is a mite embarrassing. I'll never stop. I can't just leave you like this. Look, I'm doing fine, mate, trust me. I was just being melodramatic. I'm sorry I said anything. Just be on your merry way and forget this ever happened, alright? God, I can't bear to watch. You gotta stop doing this to yourself. Can't you see I'm no good for you? You're wrong about yourself. Look, mate, I understand your desire to fix me. Perhaps you see something in me that you want to fix in yourself, eh? But there ain't no getting around it. The two of us are fundamentally incompatible, savvy? Ain't nothing healthy about two folks who can only hurt each other trying to stay close just to fill some kind of perceived void, mate. And it ain't no act of kindness to force yourself into someone's life when they've made it real clear it ain't the right call. I'd love it if this could work, but you just gotta move on. Sometimes there ain't no happy endings. You ain't normal, mate. This weren't no act of kindness to begin with, were it? You're some kind of masochist. Either that, or you just get off on watching my reaction as you fling yourself into harm's way over and over. I won't be enabling you no longer. Poke yourself to death for all I care, mate. I won't so much as bat an eye. Okay. Roughing it in the city ain't easy, but I'd rather be struggling down here than dead out there. We get news of more towns getting polluted every week. Count me out of that kind of vibe. You know, I'm not as tough as I look. You don't look that tough. Thanks for rubbing it in, guy. Living by the square lets me visit Topside almost 3 times a week. It's almost like I'm a real Topsider. Oh, living on the bottom is bad enough, but listening to the bang, bang, banging of that crusty old blacksmith is gonna drive me shucking insane. Be wary of Topsiders, small fry. They'll make you feel special while you're useful, but don't be fooled. I moved here from across the sands between because some rich bastard said I had it in me to be a shell model. Me, can you imagine? Needless to say, he kicked me to the curb before you knew it. So yeah, don't trust topsiders. They'll play like a goddamn fiddle. Hey kid. Hey mister. Be sure to take care of yourself. Oh, right. I used to work out in the Vale sorting garbage for Shellfish Corp. But things outside the reef have been getting scarier lately. Crabs losing their minds, new predators coming in. No thanks. No job is worth that. I'll take my chances in the city. At least the only predators I gotta worry about here are the loan sharks. Yeesh, my commute to Flotsam Vale's getting worse all the time. You ought to take a fish car. I heard it's pretty affordable. Sure, it used to be. They only kept prices low until they could run Cab Taxi out of business. And Crab Taxi was just a scheme by wealthy investors to take funding away from the scale rail. And the scale rail was only gonna serve privileged neighborhoods in the first place. So screw it. I'll swim there myself if I have to. Just taking it one day at a time. Maybe one day I can afford to take it a whole week at a time. Not getting my hopes up, though. Everyone calls me Krusty. Hey, Krusty, over here, Krusty. Yo, Krusty, how's it going? I'm so tired of it. I'm sorry you have to deal with all that name calling. That's the worst part, it's my real name. Gotcha. No more discussion. I'm headed to Flotsam Vale and that's that. Dad, you gotta quit that job. Didn't you read the studies? Working around all that gunk totally damages your brain. It's scientifically proven. A lot of crap if you ask me. If my brain was getting damaged, it'd have happened by now. I've already been working for Shellfish Corp for how many tides was it again? Hey buddy, you gotta get a load of my friend over here. This crab will tell you how things really are. He'll say the stuff we're all thinking in private. The kind of stuff the topsiders don't want you to hear, you hear? This place sucks. Right. Used to be I had a job up topside. Quick thing, helping some well-to-do family with some trash moving. There was a fine fella who seemed to take a shine into me. Sometimes I wonder what he's up to. Sorry pal, no entry here right now. Still cleaning up this path after last trash day. I'll have it done soon, promise. Can you really clean all this up by yourself? They'll fire me if I don't, so yes. Whoa. Right. Whoa. Hey, Manta? Yeah, I call him? That guy broke our cool crystal. No way. Oh, right. Prawn. Dude. Oh yeah, there was... Okay. Dude. Alright, we all know our roles. Lex, present. You'll go to work tonight, tending bar at the Trash Day Gala. You'll be our ticket in. Can do. Get those upper crusters good and distracted while we slip in the workers' entrance. There. We'll split into 2 teams. Team A will be Lex, still present, and Hurst. Hello, darlings. While Team 2 will consist of myself and Goggles. Hey, Team A is going to move through the fancy soiree until they find its host, the ludicrously trashy and trash-rich Jeffrey Crabb III, and sweet-talk him into revealing the passcode to his family's safe. I doubt he'll put much of a fight. Once he lets it slip, it'll be on Team 2 to slip out the safe undetected and ride the scrap chute down to the bottom with our ill-begotten rewards. Team A will exit the party at its proper conclusion and reconvene in the morning, and Cods, your uncle, will have woken up as some wealthy shucking crabs. Hey, little guy. I'm not that little. Think so? I'm pretty little, and you're even littler than little old me. Step out of the city and meet some real big guys, and you'll feel pretty little pretty quick. Okay. Let's, I wonder if we rest, we'll, No? Okay, well, I'm curious what happens if I, No? Huh. Well. I thought maybe I could sit. I mean, they said something about. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Well, I feel like... I feel like we've pretty... trash features have never been brighter. I'm positively drowning in the stuff. It's such a rapidly growing market. I simply can't understand how any crab could miss out on these opportunities. The end is nigh. Nigh, I tell you, nigh! You there, young man. I trust you've made proper preparations for the apocalypse? The apocalypse what? Oh dear, dear. The ignorance of our youth. The apocalypse. The end of all things, big and small. Cities collapsing, crabs devouring crabs, fish learning to drive. And of course, the gunk. The gunk? Indeed. No one knows where it comes from, but it can appear wherever crabs call home, and chokes the life out of wherever it spreads. And surely before long, it will cover even this city. That sounds horrible. What should I do to prepare? I have no idea. I was really hoping you did, that's why I approached you. Huh. Are you sure you know what you're talking about? I don't see any gunk in the city. Calling me crazy, are you? You'll see. You'll all see. Be wary of topsiders. Right. Okay. You down there, yeah? You are so small, positively minuscule. A regular little zooplankton. I love it. Have your people contact my people. We simply must do lunch. My people? I see the lure of the unaffordable. Do you want to get... Oh, right. Shellfish desires, yeah. Hey, can I go out this way? No! Okay, I'll go somewhere else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I'm just under a lot of pressure, okay? People are not happy that they can't get to the open ocean right now. They keep calling me names like phoned in progress blocker and saying my offense is lazy design. There's a good reason for it. Trash Island is on its way here right now. If we kept all the avenues of transit open during trash day, it'd be a goddamn ship show in here. Why can't all these civvies understand that the rules are there for a reason? Okay. So we have this guy, but then we also have somebody over here. Oh. Wait. Right. Anyway, honestly, I like it down here where it's dark. Feels cozy, like being under a rock. I just wish the houses didn't get so soggy. I didn't see. Can you... Huh. Well, okay. Well, that was the heist. Well. What I would really love is a way to sell my stuff. Excuse me, what is this building? Whoa, little one. You stand before the new Carcinia Museum of Carcinia's history, I say. Oh, neat. Could I go in? Of course. A museum that no one could visit would be a sad state of affairs indeed. Oh, wait. I almost forgot why I came here. I'm looking for a tall shark who stole my shell. You seen anyone like that? Can't say I have. But if I'd traveled here to fence stolen goods, I'd start in the lower crust down beneath us. Gotcha, thanks. Be careful down there, I say. It's gotta be somewhere. I just gotta find where that shark went. This city is so big. How am I ever gonna find my shell? This place is so stupid. And it's loud. Why couldn't everyone just leave me alone? Everywhere I turn, someone's trying to take something away from me or sell me some kind of... Scuttle right up, fellow citizens. It's the grand opening of the prawn shop, full of legitimate shells-made wares. We got plastics, we got metals, we got packing foam, we got garbage you ain't even heard of yet. What the... That's my shell! Are you serious? This guy is still following me. Alright, play it cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, give that back. It was stolen from me by a jerk shark. Well, first off, that shark seems super cool and chill to me. Second of all, he sold it to me fair and square. You want it back? You gotta buy it like everything else in the store. That's how the prawn shop works, baby. Well, how much? And what can I actually pay with? It depends what you got, pal. I've got a few microplastics, I guess, and some string. Look, that shell's really important to me. Could I work for it or something? I'll do anything. Anything, huh? Yeah, I guess I could probably come up with some arduous and meaningless time sinks for you to partake in and earn your shell back. For starters, why don't you scrape the barnacles off my sweaty... Wait, did you hear that? Hear what? Belay this conversation, kid. Trash Island is here. This always catches me off guard. I gotta get ready before I miss out on some prime plastics. Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
trash day! It's trash day! Everyone get your baskets! Don't miss out!
Like, one guy just...
I saw it first. Get your own trash, bum suckers.
What is that thing?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be!
Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Carcinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say! If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say!
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashiest shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first. Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city.
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north of here. May the best, Crab!
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me, I say.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey, kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah! I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha, yeah, you go, kid! Roland can't tell us what to do! That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first!
The corporations don't control us!
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know what you just dove into, kid. See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
Yeah, that bodyguard was... Dang, that was crazy with a capital Z. You really stepped in it now, kid. That squid that hangs around Roland doesn't think twice about disappearing people. You told me to. Pronathan. Hey, I recall merely making a suggestion, pal, but the offer still stands. If you can get me that treasure, the shell's all yours. Yeah, this is absolutely... like, with what he said to himself earlier, this is absolutely the guy who, conned us out of our house. If you can get me that... yeah, the shell's all yours. Okay, well, where do I start? Weren't you listening to that old dude? It's off in the grove, way north of here. You've got a bit of a walk ahead of you. Great. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'm on this treasure hunt whether I like it or not. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you find any other junk out there, I'll take it off your hands for some microplastics. Fair is fair. The prawn shop. I can sell a pristine pearl just in case. Oh boy. We have a bunch of quests. Just drifted into town and you're already making waves, kiddo. If it wasn't for you, we'd all have just rolled over and let Roland step all over us like usual. So we're all going after this treasure then? Seems like it. If that old timer who runs the museum ain't pulling her claws, whoever gets that treasure is gonna have some serious pull around town. But honestly, as long as someone gets it who ain't Roland, most of us will be darn pleased. Who's that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Roland? Only the CEO of Shellfish Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides what a few independent traders haul in with their own two claws, all trash that makes its way into New Carcinia goes through Roland. So he's got some deep pockets. Shellfish Corp owns most of the buildings in town by now, and charges a pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down in the lower crust, you could say we ain't really fans of the way things are going. So taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face, I can think of a lot worse ways of spending a head or two. But enough about Roland. We gotta make tracks towards that treasure. That museum curator told us to head toward the Grove, right? I've been to the Grove before. Meet me just out of town if you need a nudge in the right direction. Heavens, what excitement. I'll be tagging along on your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it for my followers. For all my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers. People who follow me around just desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A real life treasure hunt. This is the sort of thing you read about in books as a little crablet. Do you think we'll fight a shark? Or bobbit worm? Or one of those horrendous monstrosities that live only in the deepest depths of the drain? I really hope not. What, Alright. Ah, yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland. Your idol? You like that guy? Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know? Roland came into this town with nothing save the clothes on his back and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. He came into town with nothing save the clothes on his back and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. And he built that empire up into a somewhat bigger empire, all on his own. Why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool, then? You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market, and that makes us rivals. The free market demands I do my best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition. Well, that was quite the clamor, I say. It's not every day you see someone go claw to claw with Roland. I didn't know I was going to cause such a commotion. Oh, well, if you ask this old man, it's about time someone stood up to that bully. He's been attempting to pave over my museum for God knows how long, but I digress. We've got to get a move on if we want to beat Roland to the punch. As I said, the first stop on our journey is the Grove. Head out of the city and keep traveling north, and you'll reach it eventually. Just take care not to get devoured, I say. Yeah, sounds good. Leaving the city in today's climate? How frightful. But if we all work together, I'm sure we can find that treasure and come back in one piece. We could build a new church with that kind of money. Our faithful will worship in the parking lot no more. The free market? You betcha, a radical new economic philosophy that's sweeping through the educated community these days. How to explain it? Well, you've probably noticed there are some people that live on the top of the city, on the upper crust, and there are others living down below in the dark and stinky lower crust. Yeah, it doesn't seem super fair. That's what the unenlightened say. In a world of people complaining about unfair, free market economics dares to ask, what if things are just meant to be this way? Perhaps I'm meant to live on the upper crust because I'm super cool and attractive and good at doing business. And the lower crust is only so stinky because a lot of stinky crabs live there who don't know how to invest. What's invest? Ah, geez, kid, I ought to be charging you my consultant rate. We can talk shop another time. We gotta go get to the grove and start tracking down this treasure, you know? Okay. I can see the lure of the unaffordable has hooked you once again. Let's do thimble. And good claws. There we go. Thimble seems like a pretty decent one to start with. Anyway, we still have 15,000. Let's go down and no. Whoa, 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 we're running the show while Mom's on the go. I can help you hire more stowaways. If you want to carry more at once, you should talk to my little sister. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, this one. For sure. This one as well. I would like to get for increasing my microplastic rewards. So, in order to do that, let's just real quick go to oh wait, no, that's the wrong spot. Yeah, we're almost there. Five more. Okay, there we go. Let's... Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, so let's oh, never mind. We need one more to do that. Cool. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. When we come back next time, we will head out to the grove in order to search for treasure. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.